Hi, everybody. I'm going to talk about Charlie Kirk. We're doing an emergency show. Forgive me. We're waiting. We're just getting set up. You guys are already watching. And I'm going to start in just a second. I don't know what to say, but we'll have to say what we have to say, even when there are no words. Okay, tell me. Let's just do a countdown. All of it, everybody, would just watch about Charlie Kirk, please. Here, ready? And this? Okay. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Hi, everyone, and welcome to a very sad, tragic, and special edition of The Shmuley Show. Charlie Kirk was my friend. I was even just looking through text messages, WhatsApp messages between us to go back a decade. When he launched Turning Point, it was a tiny organization. I spoke for him constantly at Turning Point. I impressed upon him the importance of a young conservative movement that supports Israel. I played some role in how he became one of the leading advocates for Israel, for which we'll be eternally grateful. And now we sit and mourn his tragic passing on a day that has shocked America to its core. For those of us who are too young to remember the assassinations of great men like Martin Luther King or Robert F. Kennedy, especially President Kennedy, you're going to say, well, how can you put Charlie Kirk in the same grouping that this would be that level of tragedy for America? I'll tell you how I can say that, because people didn't kill Robert Kennedy. They killed the head of a movement. Bobby Kennedy was head of a movement. You know, I'm very close to Bobby Jr. They didn't kill Martin Luther King, whose picture is right up there on the wall. They killed the head of a movement. Charlie Kirk was the head of a movement. Love him or hate him, he had created a movement. And this is one of the darkest days in modern American history because of the normalization of political assassination to stop a movement. I lectured, I shared stages with Charlie, panels, lectured for Turning Point. He and I only ever had one disagreement, and that was over Candace Owens. I felt that he had to spit her out as soon as she became a rabid anti-Semite, and Turning Point didn't do that quickly enough. But on every other thing, he was a patriotic American, devout Christian, which I so love, and just a fighter for the Make America Great Again movement, MAGA. But it is my firm belief, when I first heard that he had been shot, and I was immediately started to pray. And by the way, just look, I want you guys to see, I'm still wearing my cleats. I haven't even taken them off. We came to do an emergency show. I'm still wearing my cycling thing. I ran into our studio in New York City from New Jersey. My son Mendy was sitting and writing speeches for the Israeli Knesset. He's visiting from Israel, and he hasn't even had time to put on a shirt. He's wearing his tzitzis. And I said, no, you're going to discuss this with me. And I told him because, you know, Mendy's in his early 30s, and this is a defining moment in his youth.